Hi friends! Welcome to my garden. I just wanted to do a quick video tour of my garden so you can all see what I've been growing this year. And then I'm also going to do a before and after on that pumpkin plant over there with the yellow leaves. I just want to try something and I'll explain it later, getting rid of the yellow leaves. So over here we've got one of my pumpkin plants. These all came from a single pumpkin that I actually stole from my sister's old apartment, and I just grabbed the seeds out of it and planted them in the garden this year. And most of them have done pretty well, like for free seeds. Here's one of my butternut squash plants. Then two more is actually the base of one right here, and then that one continues all the way back up, and it actually was planted in that pot back there, and you can see it's got quite a few yellow leaves as well. I don't think the ones in the pots did quite as well as the ones planted directly into the ground, and I don't know why. I used really good soil, and I've watered the heck out of them. So you can see I've got a pumpkin on that one right down there. That is my biggest pumpkin so far, and it's making me really happy. Got another one coming in back there. It almost looks like an acorn squash. So another pumpkin plant here, and then another vine from another butternut squash that has its base down in here. And this pumpkin plant in the middle, it's the largest one, had the big pumpkin on it. It's grown all the way out, and it's got a couple more coming in out here towards the end of its vines. So I'm really excited about those. Over here are my largest butternut squash producers, and this vine actually goes all the way back up to that pot right next to the pumpkin with the yellow leaves. So this is my largest butternut squash. And over here we've got all of the ones that I couldn't find homes for. I had these all in individual little cups, and I left for a long weekend. I didn't want them to die, so I put them all in this blue pot, and it's been a sad story. They've had a horrible life. I probably should have euthanized them. Here's one of the cuttings I took off of the yellow pumpkin early. I didn't realize it had green vines out this far. I took it from right about this area over here. And I'm going to see if it grows roots in this glass of water. You'll see that on my daily time-lapse videos. Just a quick overview. I've got a red onion, my Japanese maple. It was a volunteer from the yard over there. There was another plant that died, and the maple was coming up right next to it, and so I thought, they'll just mow it under when the gardeners come, so I'll take it and make a bonsai. Here I've got some sweet potato starts. They're still really small, but I don't know, I'm thinking I'll grab another 5-gallon bucket and put them in there. Here I've got a kabocha squash. I know I shouldn't have started it this late in the year. I actually just did an experiment with this one as well. I started it from a seed, and instead of just planting the seed directly in the ground, I actually peeled off the outer layer of the seed to see if that would help it germinate faster. And there's actually one that I planted next to it for comparison that is in a seed. I don't know if I'll ever find it if I dig in here. There it is. No, it's not. Screw it. Anyway, I'm happy with the results. That came up over the weekend, just popped right up. So I'm going to try that next year when I germinate my squash plants. I'm going to try taking them out of their outer shells and see if I get equally good results next spring. So over here we've got the pumpkin plant. And what I'm going to do, and what I've been doing, is just all these dead leaves. I feel like they're just completely useless, so just cutting them off. There we go. And then I'm cutting them up into my compost bin. Like this. So I'm just cutting them up to maximize the surface area that the bacteria can access, so they'll break down faster, and then the leaves I'm just leaving kind of whole because they're nice and flat anyway. And yeah, I'm going to do that with the rest of this pumpkin plant, and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like after I've taken off all the dead leaves. Alright, what a difference. So I just trimmed off basically this whole pile of dead leaves right here, and I'm going to mulch them up and put them in my compost bucket, whatever. So I only left on like these healthier, greener leaves, and I'm hoping that those will take off and grow a little bit more. There's also kind of an interesting nodule here. I think it's probably a root, the beginning of a root, but I'm hoping it might actually be another little growing tip. So if I can get that to sprout out and give me a little bit more growth, that would be excellent. I'd really love to see these things get a little bit bigger. You may have noticed I did hack one off. I've got it over here. Whoop. And so that will be in my time-lapse videos so we can watch it cure. I mean, I don't know what the difference is, what it looks like. Supposedly you're not supposed to be able to puncture it with your thumbnail once it's cured, so... Oh, well, I've got really weak nails, but that actually looks like it might already be there. And we're going to leave it out and see if we can watch it in the time-lapse anyway, and see if we can get some roots on this. I mean, I've never tried rooting a perennial plant before, or is it annual? I always forget which one means which. I know they mean opposites. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Thanks. Bye. Alright, so I thought I was done with this video, but apparently not. I've got most of the leaves all caught up, put into this little composting bucket. I just realized when I was cutting these, they make a really satisfying, almost musical sound, so, I mean, I'm sure somebody can comment about the scientific principle at work, but you just listen to it. I hope you guys can hear it. That's it.